Introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Waiting.
Right, 58, right there. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
57.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Banjo.
5'9".
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
He's going, boys, he's moving. 58's the mark. 58.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he'll find Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now Leonard Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go.
Great.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
14, 82, 14.
Shotgun now for Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
On the set. Mike 20, Mike 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, Mike 20. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, Mike 7.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run with Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Leonard Fournette. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
5, get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ready? 10 logo. We own them. We own them. Hey, Wahoo! Mike 20. I'm coming after you. Everyone, Mike 20. On the ball. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's got his man. That's Wallace.
There we go.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting. 59. Not here. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
Wentz now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Kill. Here, shift.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing is Wentz. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, check right.
Sunday.
Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got to step it up. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the
Punt's better. Right? Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57. And we got to get to the ball, team.
Hey, Echo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the screen. 57.
Be careful.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to let it. That's caught at the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz. Campbell making the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Exit. Push him back.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's our field.
Looking to throw. Lawrence going long here for Wallace. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tight down. There you go. You go tight. You got. Look at me. Door. He's crossing. Top.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Go.
Off play action. Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something as safe as...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Go, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They run it again with Kamara. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Wentz going to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those in
through an opening, and there he goes. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there out of Kamara, and even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
57's Mike 57.
Second and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 21. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Nassib able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Wentz. This complete to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marvin Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Again, it's Kamara. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Go set 50, plant.
Check tight.
Ready?
On first down, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now, Wentz again. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Eat.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Eagles 35, Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Second and long. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the slant. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check pass.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on second and 10. Wentz, throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Let him know.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Listen.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing on second down, Wentz. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action, now Wentz. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Giants nothing. Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. And he simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And they will take a knee here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.